What if Christopher Nolan directed The Avengers?
Whoa, that is the multiverse conundrum. Having worked with you on Oppenheimer, there'd probably be a lot too much Tony Stark. You'd be running away with the movie a little bit.
Like I didn't.
And even more.
¡Ey! Hay otros que también destacaron. La saga de Iron Man debería llamarse, ¿eh?
And even more. And not liking to use CG, would you be prepared to get on one of those jetpacks, the ones they make for real that do the...
Yeah, if Christopher Nolan had directed The Avengers, we would still be shooting it. What?
O igual si Christopher Nolan no usa CGI, como chucha hubieran hecho a Hulk, Mark Ruffalo se hubiera pintado de verde, ahí como Lu Ferriño. Hay algunas cosas que simplemente no hubieran sido posibles.
¡Cállese y tome mi dinero!
Does Robert Downey Jr. have tattoos?
I have 6. That's the 6th one, and that was the Avengers cast tattoo.
Legendario, ¿eh? Mano, parece un símbolo ahí satánico, un poco ocultista, pero no, en teoría eso es la flecha de Hawkeye. Bueno, las puntas representan los codos puntiagudos de Chris Hemsworth. Algo así, es como que raro, pero es un símbolo de cada quien.
That happened the evening of the premiere for Infinity War. Scarlett got it first, then Chris Evans got it, then I got it, then Jeremy Renner got it, then Chris Hemsworth got it, even though he was a little tentative about it and seemed to overreact to the pain. And then Mark Ruffalo said, I'm not getting that tattoo. I don't want to be part of your Hollywood inside game.
¿Por qué no se lo hizo, Mark? ¿Qué pasa? Hasta Chris Hemsworth se lo hizo, amigo, por favor.
To which I applauded him.
¿Sí? ¿Quién fue? ¿Quién les dijo eso?
Bueno, señores, ya, se divirtieron los niños, ya, los chicos están contentos, ahora toca divertirnos a los amantes del buen cine y la nicotina, obvio, claro que sí. Esto sí es cine, papá, esto es Oppenheimer, la nueva película del maestro Christopher Nolan. Y hablando de maestros, mira nada más este elenco, hermano, son pura estrella, puro genio de la actuación. Y además de genio de la actuación, genio de las entrevistas, la leyenda Robert Downey Jr. Yo solo me pregunto, ¿con qué locura nos saldrá Downey esta vez?
Does Robert Downey Jr. like Gwyneth Paltrow?
I do not like Gwyneth Paltrow. I absolutely adore her like a sister. Like a sister that you may have made out with a few times. While still liking her.
Wow, wow. Bueno, ¿cómo vas a decir que es tu hermana, pues, mano? Hasta prima te acepto. Prima como quieras. Hermana...
Cochino degenerado.
Does Robert Downey Jr. like AC/DC?
Come on, of course. Back in Black from the first Iron Man.
Oh.
There's your soundbite, buddy.
Alto soundtrack, hermano. Un clásico, ¿eh? ¿Cómo puedes pensar en Iron Man 2 sin escuchar en tu cabeza el Thunder?
Me fascina esta canción.
How did Robert Downey Jr. become Iron Man?
It was God's will.
That's it, really?
Well, and a pretty good screen test.
I gotta hand it to you guys. Every single one of you deserves a medal. I shit you not.
Thank you.
Please call me Tony.
But I'll really tell you what happened is the same weekend, I did a movie called Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Jon Favreau did a movie called Zathura. They both tanked, and we were both really hungry to try to do something that would make an impact. And when Iron Man came out, everyone that knew me and loved me said, this will do until the Dark Knight comes out. And here we are now.
Dos de los clásicos de superhéroes más épicos de la historia salieron el año 2008. Amigo, qué gran año fue ese.
Un recuerdo muy hermoso, gracias.
His endorsement of me to play that character, and then Kevin Feige having the wherewithal to say, okay, bit of a risk, let's do it. We like risk. Wound up being, a life-changing 15 years. Anytime I was with Jeff Bridges, and maybe even more so with Paltrow, you just felt that there was this chemistry where you always kind of got the definitive version of a scene, whether it was loosely scripted or a little bit more prepared. But there's a scene where he's doing a weapons test, and he says, is it better to be feared or respected? Is it too much to ask for both? And John and I were literally writing that line for line as we went along shooting it that day. and I put on sunglasses because it was all on cue cards. It was that kind of thing where you go, it's more important that we feel like we're just coming up with this and we like it, and there's no trick we can't employ to cover the fact that we're kind of making it up as we go along. Every film is an art film if you treat it that way, and the most important films can be garbage, but it's always about teams and leadership and partnership. Also that audiences evolve really quickly. Like they'll assimilate a new kind of version of a genre, and then they'll phase out of it, and you have to keep meeting and exceeding their expectations. And I think that's where, you know, now we're in such an interesting spot because it's kind of like anyone's game, anticipating what audiences will respond to next. And I think it has really put the cinematic and TV community on, you know, on point.
Downey poniéndoles ahí, diciéndoles, bueno, olvidaron el camino, Faggy, olvidaste el camino, huevón. Olvidaste el camino. Tomar riesgos.
Okay, I'd like to actually try this inverted just to make this even more impossible. There we go. This is going to work a fucking treat. Why?
Cuando tú le pides a un actor que promocione una película, este es el tipo de mierda que tienen que hacer, loco.
Why shoot film?
Give the people what they want.
Robert Downey Jr. do his own stunts.
In a year where the level and magnitude of stunts may be at an all-time high, I am committing to do less stunts every year for the rest of my career.
Eso suena muy bien y muy seguro. No todos podemos ser el señor Tom Cruise. Mírenme, me tiré como 7 veces de un precipicio para mi película. Hermano, Tom Cruise, cuídate por favor. Queremos ver la continuación de Misión Imposible. Contraten un doble, chicos, por favor. No se la jueguen así,
Christopher Nolan and Cillian Murphy.
And Cillian Murphy, my old friend Cillian. We worked together for 20 years. One of the great actors of his generation or any other, and we've done 6 films together, I think.
This is 6, Oppenheimer.
This is 6, but this is the first time got to use him as a leading man.
It's amazing.
Yeah, first met him, he screen tested for Batman.
Who was with Falcone at the docks?
And I think we both kind of knew he probably wasn't right for Batman, but his test was so exciting that the studio was okay for me to cast him as the villain.
Scarecrow.
Big star, Scarecrow.
I whispered it because I have a problem talking about DC. I don't know if I was programmed or not, but I was in this room with a lot of flashing lights once. Long story, thanks, Kevin. Well, that's done.
Ya saben por qué Downey no puede pronunciar bien ningún personaje de DC. Solo en caso de que por ahí decida retomar el rol de Iron Man. Amigo, se ve fantástico. Hasta se ha dejado la barbita de Iron Man. Hermano, está listo. Y Nolan también está listo para dirigir una película de Marvel. Yo digo que sí, Si le dicen, lo hace. Tendría que ser algo realista, pero si le dicen, lo hace de ley. Iron Man 4, dirigida por Christopher Nolan. No pido más.
Uy, sí, claro.
Gracias por pasarte por aquí, amigo. Aquí te dejo otro video que seguramente te va a interesar. Un gran abrazo y nos vemos en este video.